So you've spent weeks or even months researching a new pistol, and you finally did it. You took the plunge, you picked a gun, and you bought yourself a new handgun, and I'm happy for you. Congratulations, that's great. Now you want to carry that gun, and you've got another choice to make. Do you want to open carry or conceal carry? And regardless of what you choose, which company are you going to go with? What holster brand are you going to pick? I think I've got an answer for you. Let's go check it out. Hello guys, this is Jim. Welcome to Big Apple Ranch and welcome to my range. And before we get into it, check out this hat. Check out that logo. That is just an awesome logo. Just shoot it. And I've got a matching shirt to go with it. I love it. I'll post a link to the company down below. I'm not sponsored by them in any way, shape, or form. I bought this hat and I bought this shirt. I just love their logo and I like helping out a small business. So let's get into what I feel is the best holster you can buy, period. There's no other brand of holster that I would recommend other than the one I'm about to show you guys. Let me get situated over here. I'll switch the camera around and we'll talk about it. All right, guys. So the first gun that I bought that I wanted to carry was this Kimber 1911. This is it's clear. This is a custom two-tone, full-length 1911. I don't know why I wanted to carry this gun. I just did. And so I started shopping around different holster brands, and the company that I decided to go with was Alien Gear. Now, Alien Gear is the best holster company I've ever heard of, I've ever used, and let me tell you why. So I started with this holster. This is their Cloak Tuck 3.0 inside the waistband holster. It goes on your pants, on your belt, inside your waistband, and they call it a Cloak Tuck because you can tuck a shirt in between the gun and your pants still. So it's super concealable and super comfortable. And this 3.0, it's got a neoprene backing. It's got a faux leather feeling front. It's super durable, and it's completely customizable. From everything from your cant, you can adjust the clip up and down a hole to adjust the way that the gun sits in your waistband. You can adjust your ride height by moving them both up and down, and you can adjust your retention by these screws on the side of the Kydex to pinch your gun tighter or looser depending on your application and how it feels for you. Shortly after I bought this holster, I was wearing it like I do every day, and I lost one of the clips. These are screws screwed in through one of their rubber spacers into the back that accepts the screw. I lost one of the clips. It fell off. I didn't realize it. I got home, I took my holster off, and it was gone. I called Alien Gear, told them what happened, told them that I had lost it, and without question, they sent me an entire screw kit with spacers, with backers, with clips, all new hardware, without asking a question. They just sent it. On top of that, Alien Gear is made in the USA. All of their holsters are stamped proudly made in the USA, and living in the USA, I can't support that enough. On top of that, they have a 30-day money-back guarantee. You buy one of their holsters, which, depending on the model of holster that you get, it's $35 to $40. You know, their Shape Shift combo kit is maybe $100, and that comes with a lot more stuff than any of the holsters that I have. But just one of their Cloak Tuck holsters is about $38. So for $38, you're helping a company in the USA that has an incredible warranty, that has a 30-day money-back guarantee, but it gets even better. If you're not a gun nut and you don't buy as many guns as me and a lot of other guys do, this could be the last holster you ever need. The reason being is they have a shell trade-in program. If you're carrying, like I was, a gun that you figure out real fast is too heavy and bulky to conceal carry every day, and you want something a little smaller, and you decide to go with a different gun, all you've got to do is pull this shell off, get a hold of Alien Gear, send this shell back to them, and they send you a shell for your new gun, the new gun you want to carry, absolutely free. It's amazing. It's an incredible deal. It sets it up so that this could really be the last holster you ever buy. And I love it. Let's get on to a few more that I've got. This is my wife's, it's clear. This is my wife's Smith & Wesson Airweight. We got her this. This was her first concealed carry gun. I had my buddy Cerakote pink for her. She likes pink. And she needed a holster as well. It was no guess what I was going to go with. I went with Alien Gear. This is their Cloak Tuck 2.0. At the time I ordered this holster, they didn't have any revolver, I think, in the Cloak Tuck 3.0. So the 2.0 was the best it got. So I ordered it, and still, it's impeccable quality. It's neoprene on the inside. It's a faux leather outside. The shell fits the gun perfectly. It's got the same adjustable clips. You can adjust the cants, you can adjust the ride height, the retention, all that, and it's comfortable. I've never carried the gun, but my wife could not be happier with the holster. We loved it, and she carried that Airweight for quite a while before she decided that she didn't like the double action only trigger pull, and we got her a striker fire gun. But while she carried it, she concealed it in this, and she loved it. Now at the time, we both had a concealed carry inside the waistband holster. Hers for her 686, mine for my 1911. Here was the drawback though, we didn't have a concealed carry permit. We were just doing what we did. So we decided, Colorado being an open carry state, we decided we needed some outside the waistband holsters as well. So I decided to go with this Alien Gear Cloak Mod outside the waistband holster. Now what's cool about this, let me reach over here and get some stuff out of this bag that I've got, and I'll show you what this holster comes with. Now this Cloak Mod outside the waistband holster, it ships with a pack of spacers. Every holster that I show you today ships with one of these packs of spacers. They've all got the spacers, and they also have a little alien head key ring, which is cool. I've got plenty of them, but they all come with the spacers to adjust your retention and your clips. They also all ship with a tool and extra hardware. Depending on which spacer you use, the screws are a bit longer or a bit shorter. But this Cloak Mod, it ships from Alien Gear with this paddle on the back. Okay, it's a paddle, goes around your belt, and it's cool. It's great, it works. But if you're more of a belt loop kind of guy, it ships with this belt loop. So you would simply pull off this paddle with those two bolts, and you would throw this belt loop right there, and you're good to go. It's also got a spacer kit for the belt loop. It also ships with a copy of their warranty. It's just their ironclad triple guarantee, their 30-day free trial, their free shell upgrades, and their forever warranty. It ships with a parts list, and it ships with an NRA application. Now when I ordered this Cloak Dock, I also ordered, Cloak Mod, I also ordered their Cloak Dock. And this is a docking system for their Cloak Mod holster. And you can see in the picture, maybe you can see, let me take it off the bag real quick. You can see in the picture, it just accepts that Cloak Mod holster in a dock form. You can mount this in your vehicle, at your desk, or wherever you need it. Now I never did use it. I ordered it and never used it. And that's because shortly after I got these outside the waistband holsters, I switched carry guns, and I don't have another outside the waistband holster. Now I could always switch my shell, but since we got our permits, we don't open carry anymore in any way, shape, or form. So I just haven't used it yet. I'm sure at some point I would like to actually mount this in my side-by-side, just to have a judge. I'd like to have a 410 gun running around for the rattlesnakes out here during the summertime. But for right now, that's all I've got for the 1911. Now my wife, we went the other way with hers, and we've got her a cloak slide outside the waistband for that 686. And all this is it's got 2 leather belt loops here and here. We can also adjust the spacers on the belt loops right in there with those screws. And just like every other one of their holsters, we can adjust the cant. Or not the cant, I'm sorry, the retention. We can adjust the retention on this handgun by changing out the spacers in between. The funny thing about this holster is my wife didn't use it much. We got our concealed carry permits shortly after we got these holsters, so we've just carried inside the waistband ever since. But she did use it a few times, and it is comfortable. It does work. The shell, all of their shells that we've ordered just accept the guns just perfectly. So, you know, their Kydex forming is on point. I love it. But we just don't use outside the waistband holsters as much as we used to. Real quick before we move on to the other holster, I wanted to show you guys when I lost my clips for the holster. Here's the entire pack that they sent me. There's another clip. That one's filthy. I think I found this one. I found the clip, but none of the hardware to tighten the clip in my driveway afterwards. That one's all covered in dirt, you can see. So I think I found it in my driveway or maybe down my dirt road, but they sent me this whole bag when I had lost my stuff with the tool and the hardware, the spacers, everything. No questions asked, and 2 clips. And I couldn't be happier. Alien Gear, they need to keep it up, man. They're constantly developing, as you're going to see here in a minute. And they've got great stuff for a great price. I'm not sponsored by them either in any way, shape, or form. I've got 20 subscribers. They don't even know I exist, but I love their product. I love it, and I can't say enough good things about it. Let's move on to the next holster. After we got our concealed carry permits, me and my wife, we decided, well, she knew from the get-go, she didn't like the double action trigger pull of that 686. I tried putting a trigger kit in it. The trigger kit I got was kind of a cheapo kit, and it lightened the trigger pull, but it was gritty. It was bad. So I ended up putting the stock trigger back into that gun because I enjoy shooting that gun. It's a pretty accurate little piece, but she wanted something a little lighter. So we went ahead and we bought her a Glock 43. Now let me just, there's the mag, empty. There's the chamber, empty. I've checked all of these guns, but I'll check them on camera just to keep you guys happy. Now, we bought her this Glock 43, and she likes it. You know, single stack, 9mm, 6+1. It's a decent gun. It's a good concealed carry. It's a super popular concealed carry piece, but we needed a holster for her. So here we got her a Cloak Tuck 3.0 Glock 43 holster. This is a left-handed holster. I should have mentioned that before. So is her 686s. She's left-handed shooter. These are left-handed holsters. She's got a Glock 43 left-handed holster here, and just like every other Alien Gear holster they send you, I've got everything that you need in this bag, in this pouch. It ships with the holster to adjust the cant, to adjust the retention. It's just a great holster. It ships with everything you need. Love it. After that, when we took our concealed carry class, a guy in the class let me shoot his Glock 30, 45 double stack, and I loved it. So I went ahead and got myself a Glock 30. Now his was a Glock 30 SF, I believe, and this is a Glock 30S, but I still love it. It's a good gun. I carried this gun for a long time. When I got that Glock 30, I ordered this holster. This is a Alien Gear Cloak Tuck 3.0. Same deal. You can adjust your cant. You see I have it canted just a little bit this way. This is a right hand inside the waist belt holster. You can adjust the retention. Perfect. Fits the gun perfect. Everything's great. Now, on to why I'm making this video today. So for Christmas, my wife bought me, you may have seen it on my Instagram, Here's the bag. My wife bought me a SIG P365. A buddy of mine let me shoot his, and I loved it. And it's maybe a 9. I don't want to get into the 9, 40, 45 debate, but I just wanted to carry a 45 for the longest time. Things change, and I wanted this SIG. I wanted to carry this 9. So I got this SIG P365. So of course, once I got this gun, my wife bought me this gun. It was time for a new holster. I knew where I was going, right? Alien Gear holsters. The difference is we only have one SIG P365 now. My wife shot the gun and made me get 2 holsters, a left and a right, because she thinks she's going to take my gun. I told her to get her own SIG, but for now we've only got the one. So I went ahead and I ordered from Alien Gear 2 more Cloak Tucks, but these ones are 3.5s. Now I have opened these, so I know what they look like. But let me tell you, these these 3.5, these Cloak Tuck 3.5s are ridiculous. The amount that they've changed from this Cloak Tuck 3.0 to this Cloak Tuck 3.5, amazing. They've made a lot of improvements. Now, number one, here's the Cloak Tuck 3.0. You see the seam there. Now, it's not coming apart, although it may look like that. It's just stitched about 1/16 of an inch in from the edge, so that edge opens up a little bit. What they've done with this 3.5 is they've went ahead and they've sewn a seam, an edge piece all the way around it to stop that from happening. It makes it look a little nicer. That's nice. Number two, they've stitched a seam right down here, right next to the clips on both sides, which is new from the 3.0. And all that does is make it more flexible. It'll bend around you a little easier. It's more comfortable. It's great. Number 3, they changed the design of these clips, which were, you would put a threaded backing plate in here with a spacer and move the clip up or down. There's a hole there and there's a hole there. You would move the clip up or down to change your cant or your ride height. Now what they've done is they've taken these clips, you rotate them 180 degrees, and they pull right off. Now you put it in here, done. Change your cant, change your ride height. It's quick, it's easy, and you won't run into the situation that I had where I had lost a clip, which was my own fault for not reading the instructions and using medium Loctite on the screw. Alien Gear didn't care though. They sent me new stuff. It was great. Other than that, they've changed the back material. It was just a straight neoprene, and now it's more of a well, I don't know how to explain it. It looks like it breathes a little better. It almost looks like maybe some form of Under Armour material. I see holes in it, perforations. It looks like it breathes a whole lot better to prevent sweating. Not that these ever really got all that hot, but to prevent sweating, and it still feels waterproof, water resistant, so that's great. And they've changed the material on the front. Now it used to have this snakeskin look to it, this snakeskin texture, and it was it feels like a leather material, but I don't know if that's what it is. It feels like maybe a rubber, but now it feels a little more like a hard plastic or a rubber. It looks great. They've changed the design a little bit. I don't know if you can pick that up in this iPhone camera, but and that's great. And this looks like, this is my right-hander. In the bag also came with, let's see here, card. They want you to share your thoughts about their gear, which I'm doing now. Alien Gear, love you guys. This here, this looks like my invoice. You guys don't need to see that, but I am not sponsored by these guys at all. 20 subscribers. Obviously, I'm not sponsored by anybody. So, they also come with, same as always, your spacer kit, a cool little key ring, screws, tool, instructions. Oh no, these aren't instructions. These are just tips, carrying tips. They do have instructions on the inside. They're guarantee, ironclad guarantee again. So yeah, guys, I mean, for what it costs and what you get, nobody beats Alien Gear. Nobody. They're cheap. All things considered, they're cheap. They're not cheaply made. They care about their customer. And they stand by their guarantee. They make a hell of a product. And here's just the same holster, 3.5 in left hand. They make an excellent product. Can't complain. They've got a lifetime customer in me. And I just wanted to share you guys my opinion on the best holster you can get. Now, they're part of my everyday carry. I carry one of these holsters every single day, with the exception of if I wear this coat. This coat happens to be a concealed carry coat. There's a pouch here. It's got a holster on the inside, and this is what I'll carry in if I'm wearing this coat. But summertime, apparently wintertime, this is January in Colorado, and it's 65 degrees out. Days that I don't wear this coat, I wear an Alien Gear holster. There's no other holster that I do have a couple of different holsters, but I've had bad experiences. I had a holster, a Blackhawk holster for my M&P, that the muzzle of the gun would come out the bottom of the holster, and every time you would draw, it would drag on the front sight, and it damaged the front sight. I no longer have the gun or the holster, but Alien Gear is the only holster for me. So I hope you guys like this video. Comment, like, subscribe. If you guys want to see anything else, I'm thinking about doing a range, just a range walkthrough, show you guys what I got out here, what I got going. I've got a lot of improvements planned for the range. Plan on doing a couple of gun reviews. If you guys want to see a review on any of the guns I've shown you today, the Glock 43, the Glock 30, the Smith & Wesson, the Kimber, or this Sig Sauer P365, just give me a heads up in the comments. I can do that. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you next time.